Hey everyone, Sam here again, and welcome to another episode of Lessons in Violence. So the riff I have to teach you guys today is a syncopated alternate picking riff that's written over 2 bars of 6/4, and it sounds something like this. Okay, so there's a lot going on there and it looks quite fast and technical, but once you break it down, it's really just a repeated alternate picking pattern over and over, and the accents fall on different beats, being the offbeat, the onbeat, causing a syncopated feel. That's why it's a bit off time sort of sounding, even though it's written in 2 bars of straight 6/4. So let's break it down. So the tuning I'm in today is drop C. And this riff's written in C Phrygian dominant, so that would be from the 5th fret on the A string being C. One of my favourite scales ever that I always use, probably overuse. We'll start on the 8th fret of the D string. So we're starting that's our first accented note. All the accented notes are down on the D string. So we're going to play that, and we're going to play that with an open pick, followed by 6/5, 6/5 on the A string, and it ends with a 6 as well. So 6 notes all up, and really that there is the basis for the entire riff. So if you're really good at just doing that, it's basically a matter of changing the accenting notes as you go down. So I would just start by practicing that phrase. Just over and over. You can do it slowly to a metronome if you like and gradually speed it up. I always like to start slow, build up by 10 BPM at a time. So after you get that down, we move on to the next note, which is a semitone below the 7th fret on the D string. Same thing. So far we have 8 and 7. 8, 7. Then it does 5 underneath. And then 4. So this one we have to change position back to the 4. Come back up to the 6 and 5, same thing. So that's the first bar of the riff. 6/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 quarter notes to the bar. Now this could be written in a couple of ways. It could be written in 4/4 triplets, but I like to space it out over a 6/4 bar for that syncopated sort of feel. So that one, you can just, that's the first bar of the phrase. You can just practice that over and over slowly first. Now the most important part about this riff is getting the open notes for the accents and the palm mutes very separate. So you don't want them all to sound palm muted or all to sound open, otherwise you get a very messy sounding riff, like all open would sound. There's just no accent in there, there's no catchiness, or all palm muted, the same thing. Like that, you want to really open up. You want to open up that D string note to really accent those notes. That's and the drums, you know, if there was drums along to this riff, it would be following on the cymbals that accent to make a really cool death metal riff. So that brings us on to the second bar of the riff. Now the second bar is a lot trickier than the first because it's got more syncopation in it, more offbeat sort of timings. So the first one is it's all the same notes, same position. We just cut out a few notes on the end. So the first one, group of 4. And then we just go down to the 7 straight away. And then we do the extended group of 6 for that 7 one. So it goes like that. And you do the same thing for the 5 and the 4. You do 5, just the group of 4, and then you do down to the 4th fret, the group of 6. So it's. And then on the end, to fill up the bar of 6/4, you do another group of 4 with that 4th fret accent. So we've got this all together for the second bar. And again. So it's a little more confusing and less straightforward feeling than that first one. But when you put them both together, you get this really cool off-time feel. So yeah, that's a really nice, useful sort of exercise for your alternate picking as well. And just that accenting, I can't stress that enough. Open on the D string, always palm your drum on the A string to get those accents. Bap, 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 bap. Always sounds awesome. I love riffing like that. Bands like Origin do it a lot. Psychroptic, bands like this, always great syncopated accents going on, and it leads to a really catchy riff a lot of the time. I'll put the tab on the screen now so you can pause it, have a look, have a little study of it. So yeah, like I said, practice it slowly with the metronome, break it down into sections, and move it around the fretboard if you like. You don't have to do it from that position. You could do it up a few frets. I like to go up in minor third, so you'd start on the 11. So yeah, it's a great exercise for your alternate picking, for your weird timing, for your accenting, all of the above. This has been another Lessons in Violence. Thanks guys for watching. Check out my other playthrough videos, my other lessons, my riff obsessed videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.